Yeah, hello, Mina-san. Alright, it's one of my weirdest way to start a video, but I'm gonna. Anyways, as the video title suggests, it's about Darwin being an unintentional villain. And there are many episodes, multiple episodes that I have watched that proves my hypothesis. I will go in the format of lighter ones, the lighter reasons first, then heavier reasons. That just literally depends what I said. So without a further ado, let's not waste time. Let's go to the meat of the potato. The first reason to me to think that he's that is that on one of the episodes called as the sidekick, in that episode, Darwin was feeling frustrated that he is the sidekick in every story Gumball has, in every episode. Like any objective, they're gonna do anything they're gonna do. Gumball's gonna take lead, Gumball's gonna think of a story, Gumball's gonna think of a plan, and I was gonna just follow him. Like the first episode ever of this show is just Gumball's like telling Darwin that we have to go to this path of forest doom, which look like crazy ass dangerous, and Darwin like just believing in him, right? Just proving that hypothesis, just proving that he's sidekick. And this time he became more aware of that, and he was like, this time I'm gonna be the MC, I'm gonna be the one that leads. And this time their objective was for against Tobias. Because Tobias also had took game from them and was not returning back at all, and so saying just as that he will return it tomorrow, or when tomorrow comes he'll say it again tomorrow. Like he do this shit over and over again, and usually the plot go like Gumball comes with the plan and Darwin goes along with that. But this time, in this episode of Sidekick, Darwin said that this is his time and he will be the one that takes, and Gumball will be his sidekick. So okay, what are we gonna do? Normally, a kid of that age would try to take things from them, like his bag, his hairband, or his things that he thinks are interesting, right? Important. But for Darwin, material possession is not enough. He went even further beyond. Hey, let me like say it slowly so that you can understand what I'm saying. He stole his mom. He stole Tobias's mom. You might have seen it if you're like Gumball guy. This is one of the popular clips. He stole his mom and bounded her to the chat in their house, in his house, in Watterson's house. When Gumball come to be and saw that thing happen and saw that she is bounded to chat, he was like flabbergasted, like shocked, and asked like, "What the hell are you doing? You just stole his mom?" And Gumball is like, Darwin is like, "Did I go too far?" Like, bro doesn't understand that he did it bad. Like, in his head, he's like, he has to get back at the game, so he has to do something that that will make him get back at the game. So in return, he has to take something that is important to him, like how game is important to that guy, and that is his mom, right? Like to his head is, I mean, how do you come up with that? And to him, he's not the type of guy who would do evil shit. He's like, apart from Al, I think he's the nicest character in the whole verse. Wholesome character in the whole verse. And he like till now he was that. And then he pulls up this shit. And he was like, and he doesn't even understand, he doesn't even process that he was the villain here. He was doing something bad. And that's why this is one of the moments that makes him look like he's an unintentionally he become villain. Until Darwin says that out loud, then he's like, oh, thinking if he has gone too far. Not even like, he's asking if he has gone too far. Crazy ass shit. And this is like the lighter reason, right? The second reason is bit heavier. It's with the, I think, when Richardson's father came to the Watterson's house second time, and when he was coming, the Watterson family thought that they should make this house like same more comfortable to him. And the thing that this guy's been in prison, they think he hasn't. They think that he's gonna be in prison for some time, so they should make it that house like more like prison to have the same vibe, so he can feel more comfortable. So basically, they make their house turn into some sort of prison where Gumball's mom is the prison guard. And Gumball's sister is this. Gumball and Darwin are like the prison mates, and Richard is. But here, Gumbo and his father, Richardson, are like, somewhat of a prison mate. Like, they act like it. But there's a guy took it to next level. He actually become the unhinged prison mate, right? Like, look at this guy. He looks like he committed about 1,000 crimes. He loves to stay there. This is the place he feels comfortable at. That's how crazy it is. Like, and later on, you see this here, this wound out here, and him acting like traumatized. This was because of this guy. Because in his mind, I definitely know that he was trying to make him feel more home, and he thought that by being this kind of person, he would feel home. But dude, being a prison maid was enough. You're not prison maid. You're the type of guy looks like that will be put in solitary confinement for the rest of his life. And this is like the second reason, right? The third reason is where it just defines what I said. It just defines my logic. It just defines my logic because the third episode is about Darwin. When he was on the top of Watch 2, he came across this unhinged safety protocol video, which was saying that everything you do, basically was saying that in a nutshell, that everything you do will kill you. So this guy got so much influenced by it and so much scared by it that he started doing shit. That is, he banned anything that had even remotely like 0.001% chance of hurting you. So basically eating food, right? So basically eating food that is like bread, milk, meat, anything. They have that 0.001% that they might hurt you. And this guy's like, no, that can't happen in my presence. They shouldn't have that much like good intentions, right? The way he executes it is like unhinged. That is, the first starting is like a little like creepy, little weird and all, like, he makes them eat the food in the purest form, like purest protein, the atoms, iron peelings. Like, this guy was eating irons and his teeth was like, when he was eating, spark was coming out of his teeth. It was a weird thing, right? And he'd be fine with eating all that stuff. He'll be fine waiting with anything that comes into his stomach. But even he can't escape it because he can't eat too much because that can hurt him. And this was like the starting, right? Like, it's a big deal. The second, then later on, he cancelled the Looney Tunes show and any show that had such things and the music's in them because, according to him, the music in Looney Tunes is like the gateway to rock music, and rock music is the root to all problems. And then later, the next scene, this is where it got serious, and that is him boarding the Watterson family to their chat. How was it him and pounding people up? I don't know. Anyways, he pounded them to chat, and he's like had this machine that like throws food at their mouth, and they had to eat that. That food was like pasted out food, like some safety food, and that's just the starting in that insane thing. Then he went out to do world domination, because by doing world domination he can control the whole world and save the whole world from all this safety hazards that are like 0.001% chance of happening. So he does that. He does take over the world. Some places were there, and he is sitting in his lair making up new rules, has this cape, and looks like he's the and riding corp, and he has this map where he like thinking about how to take over this part of the place, this part of the world, and has surveillance on everybody. And it's like his good intention, but it's like restricting people from doing anything. Like, police can subdue thieves because when trying to subdue, they might hurt them. So they had to use this balloon type thing to hit them, and they can't run, they can't do anything. It's crazy, man. Like, he has in control. And like, this scene looks like he's a literal villain. Until Darwin comes to him, Gumbo comes to him and explains him clearly that what he is doing is villain activity to its highest level. That surveillance, controlling people's freedom, telling them what to do, what not to do, creating a bunch of rules and thinking about overtaking the world. Even though it was a good intention, it is turning into bad. So unintentionally he became a villain. So I believe myself that this guy is an unintentional villain. Like all the three I mentioned, started with good intention. One with trying to him have more control over what he wants to do. Second one, him trying to make his grandpa feel more comfortable. Third one is him caring about everyone, and he was afraid that they will get hurt because of that safety control hazard ad, which was unhinged. But it spirals out of control and becomes a villain activity. So it's an unintentional villain, is what I intend to think.